Good morning. Welcome to day 6 of your 4th week in your morning summit journey. Today's Bible verse is Daniel 1:8, and it's the first part of the verse, and it says, Daniel resolved not to defile himself. And in the story, I'm sure you're familiar with it, but Daniel is in the king's court, and he's offered this food from the king's table. And there's 2 things that are wrong with this food. The first thing is that this food was offered to an idol. So they actually took the food, they placed it before an idol, and they dedicated that food to the idol. So eating this food was like an act of worship. It was like taking that God and his supposed power into your body. And Daniel said, I will not defile myself by worshiping a false god. But more than that, this food was really unhealthy. There were all sorts of unclean meats that the Bible had told Daniel, hey, this is not good for your body, don't eat it. And Daniel said, you know what, I'm not going to defile myself with the idol worship or with the food. Now in our lives, I don't think there's any food out there that's been dedicated to false gods. So we don't have to worry about, eating something and being like, oh, this is an act of worship to a false god. But there's lots of food out there that everyone, whether they're atheist or Democrat or Republican or Christian or whatever, they know this is not a healthy thing to be putting into your body. In today's Bible verse is to point out how Daniel's integrity helped him. Later on in the story, it says Daniel and his friends who didn't eat the bad food, who didn't worship the bad gods, they were 10 times better than everyone else. You see, that's what God wants for you. He wants you to be 10 times stronger, 10 times healthier, 10 times more vibrant and energetic, 10 times wiser. But to get to that, we have to resolve inside of ourselves not to defile ourselves. You see, God says, I'll do the tough part. I will empower you and save you and heal you. But you got to do the easy part. You have to resolve in your heart. You have to decide. You have to make a decision. And whether you're sitting on the couch watching TV, or whether you're sitting at the table getting ready to eat, or whether you're in the boardroom getting ready to make a decision, you have the opportunity to decide not to defile yourself. And God will guide you to the light to show you the things that you shouldn't put into your mind or into your eyes or into your mouth or into your heart. But your part is deciding, I'm not going to defile myself. I want to be like Daniel, because Daniel chose as a young man not to defile himself. And he was promoted to the top of 2 empires. He had visions where he saw God. And all of that started with his decision. And so today in your quiet times, I just want to encourage you to make a similar decision like Daniel. Say, you know what? I'm done drinking the poison. I want the good stuff. God, I resolve not to defile myself because I know that you are faithful, because I know that you love me, and because I know that no matter what happens, you've got this. Pray that prayer, and God will step up into your life and do something mighty. God bless.